Hello friends, good morning or how you doing? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm so excited to see you again today. My name is Ada and this is The Wealthy Place. Here on The Wealthy Place, we review movies, review books, talk about life in general and share tips on how to live, love, laugh, learn and lead in life, okay? So today I bring you a masterclass, a one and only masterclass from the beautiful Ada titled Smart Rules for Capturing His Heart, to becoming his obsession, to capture that man's heart. Wait. You'll be wondering, what does she have? What degree? What qualification does she have? Well, I captured my husband's heart for the past 10 years. Yes, in the year 2014, that was when I met my husband. And since then till this year, it's been 10 years of being in love with this young, handsome man. Okay, so we've been married for 6 years, but we've known each other for 10 years. Okay, I've captured his heart. And at that time, I wasn't doing any makeup. I wasn't even wearing earrings. My ear holes were not broad. And I want to share these tips to you today. And of course, I'll be doing that alongside Michelle Hammond, the author of Secrets of an Irresistible Woman. So you may wonder, why did I say rules? Why do you need rules to capture any man's heart? Why does anybody need rules to capture a man's heart? Rules are meant to maintain order, to keep order, maintain order. Imagine on a busy street, a busy road, there's no traffic sign to say stop, ready, go. You know, there'll be chaos. Everybody will just be doing whatever they like. This angle they are coming, these people they are coming, and there'll be a lot of chaos on the way. Okay, so rules are meant to maintain and keep order. So let's dive straight into this masterclass. The first rule, according to the author, which I agree with, is be a woman of principles. Being a woman of principles means knowing your worth, understanding who you are and what you stand for. Because if you stand for nothing, you can fall for anything. You also know what you stand for, what you believe, and what you want. So the first rule to capturing any man's heart starts from you. Become a woman, become a lady of principles who knows her onions, who knows what she wants and will stick to it. A woman of principles understands she's royalty. She knows she's reserved for things that are special only. She knows her worth. She knows her price is far above rubies. That is who you should be first. The author here in this book shared 13 principles 13 principles you can use to capture and keep a man's heart to make you an irresistible woman. But I'm going to touch on a few important ones. If you can lay your hands on this book, please do. But if not, I will do a good job of making you feel like you've read this book, okay? First principle she mentioned in the book, which I absolutely agree with, is love yourself. You can see everything I'm talking about is you first. For you to capture any man's heart and keep it, you have to love yourself first. Do you know who you are? Hey, you are wonderfully and fearfully made. You are a work of art. That was how she said it in the book. And every woman is a work of art. Have you seen artworks when they mold a woman with her figure? You don't have to be like the Kardashians or do a BBL to make you feel confident. Love yourself the way you are. Because in the way you are, that is the image of God. You might be fair, you might be dark, you might be tall, you might not be too tall. But if you are so confident in who you are and love yourself, you will see others will also begin to admire and love you. Love yourself. Look into the mirror, admire what you see. It could be the strength of character you have, your integrity, the fact that you are disciplined, you stick to a plan and you get it done. You start up a project, you finish it. You are thorough in all you do. Admire those things about yourself. Love it. Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, who will? How will somebody else love you if they don't see how you love yourself? You ought to love yourself first in order to capture a man's heart and keep it. The second tip the author shares, which I agree with completely, is get a life. Get a life simply means get busy chasing, smashing your goals and dreams. Because when you do those things, you're going to be happy you're doing it. And happy people attract other happy people. Do you understand? When you're busy chasing your goals, chasing your dreams, being fulfilled and enjoying what you are doing, you will find yourself the same path as another man who is also chasing and trying to smash his own dreams. So don't just sit idle saying, I will wait for the right man to find me, then we can build our home together. Not anymore. That was in the in the years of my great great grandmother. Don't just sit idle waiting for a man or a prince in shining armor to come and save you. Get a life, get busy, and have fun today. Another tip the author shares is develop good shopping skills. Shopping skills like how to buy and sell. However, this has nothing to do with the market. Yes. Now, what do we mean by that? The author is trying to explain that when you go to a marketplace, you see sellers, displaying their goods, displaying their products. They have fish, they have meat, there's tomatoes, there's leaf, there's this, there's that. But you, the buyer, you have the power because you have the money and you have the choice. You left your house saying, I want to make jollof rice today. So when you go to the market, no matter how attractive okra is or something else, it does not tempt you because that's not your goal. Your goal is not to buy okra. You're not making egusi soup, so you will not buy egusi. Your goal before leaving the house was jollof rice. Shopping is when you go to the market, you want to pick out some items. You need good shopping skills because my mother taught me that for you to have a good pot of food at the end of the day, it starts from the ingredients you source in the market. So if you buy spoiled or rotten tomatoes, your food will have a sour taste. If you buy a meat that is already bad, like meat of some days ago that was not properly preserved, it will affect the taste of your food at the end. So getting a perfect food starts from the ingredients you source in the market. Same way, getting a loving relationship like a marriage starts with the ingredients you shop when you go to date. When you go seeing somebody you think you like, you need these skills to choose and capture the heart of the right person. And the first skill you need is check the label. For every item you see on the market, there's a label. You want to buy a handbag, you want to buy a shoe, you want to buy a dress, you see Gucci, you see Louis Vuitton, you see these brand names on it. Oh, I know this brand, I'm sure they stick to quality. Same way, if you want to choose a man, you need to check the brand. Who is the owner of this man? Is God the owner or the devil is owner? Check the brand, the logo on it. Stick with what works. Stick with a good label. That is God. When you want to buy a good dress, something to make a nice outfit with, you check the fabric. Is this fabric stretching? Does it have quality? Does it have strength? Same with the man. You need to feel the fabric. Does it possess strength of character? Does he have integrity? Does he keep to his words? Is he compassionate? When you go out on a date, how does he speak to the waiter? Most people pretend. Check out his relationship with his family members. How does he relate with his siblings, his mother? How does he talk to them on the phone? Or when someone calls him like his co-worker, how does he reply them? Is he brash? Is he harsh? Is he rash? Is he polite? Is he kind? Is he considerate? Check out those things. I did a lot of them before I made my choice for my husband. When we go out together, I'll see how he talks to the waiter. Most times I'll just come a little bit late when we fix the time for 4 p.m. I'll come 4:15, 4:20 just to see his reaction because I did not want a man who was going to be a tiger in the home. So I felt the fabric of my husband before I let him capture my heart. Now, when choosing a husband, you also check out the qualities he has. Will this man give me the kind of home I want? For instance, I want to build a Christian home, a home where your kids wake up every morning, they say a morning devotion, before going to bed at night, they say a prayer. That's the kind of home you want as a woman. And then you meet a man who tells you, I don't believe in prayer. My kids must not pray. I don't want to indoctrinate them early. From that day, you just cut off. Do you understand? I told you you have the money, you are the buyer. You have the right to choose what you want in that man. So once you see these things, also is run in Igbo. No, run, no. Also, when going shopping, you take a look at your budget. If you know you are on a budget, you won't go to high-end stores to do your shopping. You go to the local market. You go to a place where you know you can find what you want. Also, when choosing a man or when knowing how to capture a man's heart, you look out for your budget. What will a relationship with this person cost me physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically? You think about all these things. Some men will cost you tears every day of your life. Do you have such budget to cry? Do you have enough tears in your tear bank to cry every day? Some men will cost you spiritually. Once you get married to them, all your prayer life will become, Lord, change my husband. Lord, change my husband. Rather than praying for other things in life, you will now spend all your energy spiritually praying for your husband to change. What is your budget? Can you manage that person? Author said in the book that you don't go shopping when you are hungry. And I agree with her. When you're hungry, if you go shopping, because of the hunger pangs, you just see junk. Let me just fill my stomach. I'm hungry. I can't wait to cook. Because you are hungry. You waited to be hungry before going shopping. And you may end up filling your stomach with junk, which will not satisfy you at the end and will give you no nutrients. That is the same way. You don't rush into another relationship after a heartbreak or when you are in need of love. You don't have to need love. You don't have to need someone to validate you. If not, you end up getting junk just to satisfy the craving you think you're feeling. You don't go into a relationship because you are feeling honey. Like you want somebody to do something. You now enter into the market to enter into a relationship. No, you don't do that because you will end up meeting the wrong persons because you're in a hurry. Remember, you are hungry, and a hungry man is an angry man. You will make mistakes. So don't get into a relationship when you are hungry, when when you just go through a heartbreak or after a divorce. Give it time. Satisfy yourself rather with God's love. When you are full on something healthy, then you will make a better decision and know how to make choice better. And finally, on good shopping tips, always consult the manufacturer. When you buy a new product, a new phone, a new electronic device or appliance, a new car, you read the manual to see what the manufacturer has to say about that product. What can this product do? What can't it do? When you also see a man you think fits into the picture God is showing you, always ask his manufacturer, which is God, because God is the only one who sees the heart of man. And you know what the Bible says? The heart of man is evil and desperately wicked. Who can understand? Of course, that's the heart of a man that is not saved or redeemed. But you have to ask God, his manufacturer, what do you think about this son of yours? Should I go ahead? Always ask or check out what the manufacturer says about a product before you use it. Don't rush into a relationship without finding out what his manufacturer, the maker, says about it. Oh. If not, you will get burnt. You will end up getting spent at the end of the day. Always check out the manufacturer's counsel, instructions. Of course, we have a manual, which is the Bible, but for specifics regarding this person, regarding Mr. This, regarding Brother This, is he the one for me? Should I go ahead? Always ask the manufacturer. Okay, another tip, another rule, another principle the author shared with us is avoid the missions field. Go into the world and preach the gospel to all nations. Of course, you have not been assigned to win a soul so that you can marry him. Avoid the missions field. The author said she tried a lot of times to get a man saved. They would start going to church so that they could get married or start something special, only for her to get hurt. You don't get a man saved so that they can get into a relationship with you. Most men can pretend. They will act like they are really interested in you. Meanwhile, they are not. They'll follow you to church, say the prayer of salvation. Because I said earlier, the heart of man is evil and desperately wicked. So stay out of the missions field when it comes to getting a man for yourself. Just do the work of God. Preach to people. Get them saved and bring them to church. Not get them saved so you can marry them. Get the point. The fifth tip the author gives is protect your jewels. Yes, protect your jewels. Jewels are expensive things you have, like pearls. Protect them, okay? Now, in your relationship, don't give out too much too soon. Don't give out too much too soon. What do I mean by too much? Don't give out too much information too soon. Don't give out too much of yourself too soon. Someone wants to see you, to know you, to see if you have something in common. Let them just see you. Go out in a restaurant, eat, go to public places, and then return home. Don't give out too much too soon. You know what I mean. Don't start acting like a wife when you're not a wife yet. Don't start going to cook, wash, going to a market, our wife. Meanwhile, you're not a wife yet. When you become a wife, you do it. Don't give out too much too soon. Finances. Don't start helping out a man because you just got into a relationship of 3 months and he tells you, oh, I need money for my business. And you are saying a woman is a helper. Not a woman. The wife is the helpmate. Not a woman. Oh. If you are not his wife, you don't have a role or responsibility in assisting him financially just 3 months after meeting him, when God has not even clearly told you he's the one, when you've not confirmed from his manufacturer if he's genuine or not. Don't give out too much too soon. There's no need for sex now. Did you hear that? I'll write it here. No need. When we enter the marriage, we do it. No need to taste his food. No need for him to taste your food. If you want to get married to a cook, you go and hire a cook. You're not getting married. Of course, as women, you need to know how to cook to maintain a home. But I will not start cooking to prove a point to you that I can cook. There are 1,001 women who can cook. Go and get married to a cook if you want one. But my home, I will cook for my husband, making delicious meals. And I agree with the author on that. Don't give out too much too soon. Another tip the author shares is take counsel from others. In a multitude of counsel, there is safety. So the Bible says, take counsel from your mother, your mentor, counselors in church, people who you know have your best interest at heart, who can decipher whether he's being genuine or not. Because you know when you're in love and someone else is in love, both of you are together, you're not seeing anything. But someone from the outside can look in and say, watch out for this, look out for this. Have you people done this? Take this class together, do this or do that. So take counsel from people who are genuinely interested in you. The next tip, I think the seventh tip, is learn how to dress. How to dress. Of course, I told you when I met my husband, it wasn't makeup, hair, earrings, or anything that got us attracted to each other. But there is a kind of dressing the author talks about, which is in the Bible, and I'll read it out from here. First Peter 3, verse 3 to 6. I'll read a few. It says, your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as braided hair and the wearing of gold jewelry and fine clothes. Instead, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. So while you're putting your best face forward with a man, don't ignore your inner wardrobe. Of course, you have to show up in your best, dress up well, clean up nicely, but don't forget your inner wardrobe, a quiet and gentle spirit. Another rule for capturing the heart of a man and keeping it is knowing how to dance. Can you dance? Hey, can you dance? Can you dance? When you see those dance where a couple they are dancing slow music, you put one leg. The author said she has tried severally on such dance when she was in high school, and she will end up getting hurt because the man will step on her or she will step on the man's toes because she was not in rhythm or in sync with the man. Now she likens it to a relationship. To capture a man's heart, you have to be in rhythm, in sync, similar pattern to what he's doing. Are you interested in what he's interested in? Are you in sync or in rhythm with the man? When he talks to you about an issue, are you interested in what he's interested in? If you find out your man or the person you are getting to know is someone who likes football or loves doing a particular thing, you have to learn how to dance. You have to learn to love the things he loves, whether you like it or not. How long is a football match? It's not 2 hours. Yeah, you just stay with them and be laughing. Hey, is it Ronaldo? Hey, is Okocha? Is Ronaldinho? You call somebody's name and just be in sync with them. Be in rhythm. Okay, learn how to do it. That's how you capture his heart. You're not pretending. You're getting to know someone and learning new hobbies, learning new ways of spending your time. Okay, so maybe you only love watching movies, and now you've met someone who loves playing basketball. You're learning new hobbies. There's no harm in learning new things. Okay, so get in sync, get in reading with what they are also interested in. And finally, on secrets of being an irresistible woman or becoming an obsession to any man is learning the art of housekeeping. You need to learn the art of housekeeping. Understand you're trying to build something new with a man. So don't bring in your debt. Of course, he needs to know some part of you so that he can understand sometimes when you react in certain ways. But don't bring in too much too soon. Don't start telling him all the hurt you've experienced, all the men you've been with in life in just 2 dates or in just a month of knowing somebody. That's too much information. This person doesn't even know you enough to love you. So give it time. Learn how to keep a home. Even in your home, you use salt when cooking. Even the words you season them with salt. It's also in the book. That's the bonus point. Season your words with salt. No matter how angry or upset you are about an issue, you know how you present it to him when you want to talk about it because you're learning the art of housekeeping. So, as a young lady, if you can do all these things, you will capture the hearts of a man that is also preparing himself, not a person who is not ready. Get busy, get in life, and I'm sure you will find the right man. Thank you for watching. See you again. Bye bye.